This recipe is proudly brought to you by Malaysia Kitchen.
One of the most successful and probably the most popular MasterChef winner would have to be my mate, Adam Liao. And you were actually born in Malaysia. A lot of people don't know that. They think you're Japanese.
Yes, they always tend to. I think it's their haircut. But I was born in Penang, which is an island kind of up the coast of Malaysia a little bit.
And that's why I've brought you on, because I want to know what food you grew up on. The dish that you're going to be making today is something that's quite common to find in Malaysia.
Mee Goreng, a little bit of a Malaysian lesson here.
Yes.
Mee means noodles,
Yep.
Goreng means fried. So they're basically just fried noodles. Very, very simple to make. The kind of thing that you can kind of eat any time of day. This is a mamak-style Mee Goreng, so slightly spicy, and you get a little bit of curry flavour in there as well. We'll start with some garlic. If you could chop that, I'll cut the chicken up.
Get me straight to work, Adam. Nothing's changed. So tell me about growing up in Malaysia. What is Malaysian food? It's kind of hard to define sometimes, isn't it?
It's got a really diverse range, Malaysian food. There's kind of the Malay-style food, there's the Chinese-style food, there's the mamak-style food, or the slightly Indian-influenced food, then there's Nonya food. It's kind of from all over the world, and that's what makes Malaysian food so interesting. It's why I really love to eat it. You can never get bored eating Malaysian food.
I tell you what, a few years ago when I had a fantastic holiday in Malaysia, that's all I did, eat. Breakfast, lunch and dinner. And you know what I did find, though? It wasn't that spicy.
Yeah, it's not. You can... Spice in a lot of Asian cuisines, particularly Malaysian cuisine, is something that you can add in yourself. You know, you add it on the side and you can take as much or as little as you like.
So the whole family can enjoy it.
Yeah. This is a wok fried noodles, and it's really important to start with a wok that's quite hot. You need it really firing first so you can get that wok fried flavour.
Sure, absolutely.
Another really important thing for wok cooking is always cold oil into a hot wok around the outside. That way it kind of slides down into the bottom, and when you add the garlic in, you're actually flavouring the oil. So the oil's going to be what carries that flavour all around the dish.
Makes sense.
Let's throw the garlic in.
Okay. All right. Hot wok.
Garlic straight in.
Garlic in.
And you just want to get that moving a little bit.
And you do keep an eye on it too, because if it does go too dark, bitter garlic, which is not very nice at all.
Not nice at all. So our chicken's there, the garlic's starting to brown. We've got some really, really nice fat prawns, and it's a lovely dish because it's almost like a couple of dishes in one. And if you can correctly season and correctly balance the meal, it's not going to be overpowering, you know? It's still going to be a nice, cohesive dish. While we're going with that...
Yes, give me a job.
Tomato. Just in some wedges there.
Sure.
And maybe this spring onion as well. The spring onion.
Yep, I'll give that to you.
Thank you, Branchley.
And the tomatoes are acting as a sweetness for this, and also to give it extra sauciness.
Yes, definitely. The combination between the curry spices and the tomatoes, it gives it a lot of flavour. Spring onion in first.
Yep.
And these tofu puffs as well. We could just probably take about 4 of those, cut them in half on the diagonal.
Now, the texture of these, look at them. They're like little clouds. They're called puffs.
It's a little block of tofu, really, that's been deep-fried. You can see inside it, it's kind of spongy. And that is the secret to a good mee goreng. You know, all of the tomato-y and spicy flavours I was talking about, and all of these sauces are going to be sucked up in these little sponges.
Oh, I love it.
So they're not hard to find at all, you know. There's so many Asian grocery stores around. Just explore them a little bit. You'll find little gems like this all over the place.
When I don't go into an Asian grocery anymore because I never come out. There's so many different ingredients, so many different herbs.
But you can't let yourself get intimidated by it. You've got to sort of embrace it and run through and grab a couple of things off the shelf and try them out. So we'll put these in first.
Sure. Tomatoes go in also?
Yep, put tomatoes as well, because we want the tomatoes to actually soften and break down.
Sure thing.
Our seasonings, we have some oyster sauce, some soy sauce. This is a really good Malaysian ingredient, kecap manis. Kecap manis literally means sweet sauce. So added sweetness that's going to really bring out the flavours in the dish. We've got some curry powder as well, that Indian influence that comes in to a lot of Malaysian cooking. And this is tomato sauce. A good old dead horse that's going to add to bring that together.
The tomato sauce has that extreme sweetness that you just want to heighten the tomato flavour.
So I'm not going to add these sauces until the noodles go in, because I want the sauces to stick to the noodles as they're cooking.
Talk to me about what type of noodles we use.
These are the Hokkien noodles, or sometimes called egg noodles. You can see that they're kind of yellow from that eggy colour. I like this variety because they're fresh and they're easy to use. You can just put them in a little bit of cold water to break them apart, and that will give you this kind of texture as you do that.
It's already starting to smell fantastic, and we haven't even started to add all of these beautiful condiments that are going to go in a moment.
Let's throw those in now so we can get the sauce going.
Sure.
Oyster sauce, first up. Oyster sauce is really nice because it's got a slight sweetness to it, also very savoury, but it doesn't make things taste like oysters. It just brings out the flavour of the other ingredients.
Absolutely. It's like anchovies.
Yeah, exactly.
Try them. I keep trying to sell them.
Here's some...
Your little secret ingredient there, tomato sauce.
Tomato sauce. And this is probably the main flavour of the dish. It's the ketchup manis, the sweet soy sauce. Really important. You can see how this is going to change both the colour and the flavour of all of these noodles. Can you smell the sweetness of that coming through now, that kind of caramelly flavour?
It smells beautiful.
I need about a teaspoon of curry powder.
Okay.
Yeah, about that much is fine.
Oh, yum.
Let's throw the pak choy in as well.
Sure. Here goes. Fantastic.
And now we can start putting this all together.
Almost on the home stretch here. We're just getting all of those flavours into those delicious noodles there. And I noticed there's eggs here too. This dish really has everything in it.
But it's a simple dish at the same time. We just need a couple of eggs, and it's a nice way to finish this off. I'll move the noodles to one side of the wok.
Okay. 1, 2.
Just throw them in.
There you go.
And just give them a bit of a mix up there. So we're mixing the yolks and the whites together. If you just let the eggs cook a little bit on their own in the side of the wok, there'll be pieces of egg through the noodle, and then you get like these little bits of egg there.
Sounds so good.
We need some garnish to finish this off.
Yes.
Just some sliced cucumber.
I do notice with Malaysian food too, the garnish is always cucumber. A little fresh cucumber at the end, a bit of crunchy lightness to it.
Noodles have a certain texture to them. The spices are quite strong and it's quite a sweet dish, so that freshness, particularly on a hot Malaysian day, is really, really nice.
Yum.
The thing that I've really noticed, the ingredients that you make Malaysian food with are getting so easy to find. It used to be you had to search them out in some specialty stores and things, but these days you can find almost everything in this dish at a regular supermarket.
Absolutely.
Plates.
All right.
We're just going to take all of these out now. And you can see the tomatoes are softened. The sauce that we've made there has kind of been soaked up by these puffs. We'll get some cucumber just sitting on the side there. You know, this is a hawker-centred dish. This is Malaysian street food that we're going to be eating here, and it's, you know, I just love it, you know.
This is gutsy food. It's gutsy, it's hearty. It's going to feed the whole family there.
Yep.
I'm going to have a taste.
Please do.
What am I going to take here? There's so many options. Tofu, chicken. I'm going to go for prawn.
What do you reckon?
That is scrumptious. Absolutely scrumptious, Adam.
And ready in like 10 minutes.
Very easy.